beautiful morning to you all and welcome to Carnival Radio Enjoyment Unlimited Station. This is the newspaper review come to you from Carnival Radio. My name is Joseph Oyikola. And here are the headlines. Alleged 57.4 billion fraud. Kano files fresh charge against Ganduje, 3 others. APC opposition clash over NLC secretariat invasion. Vehicles burnt as gas explodes in Lagos filling station. And bad governance. Organizers plan 1 million man protest in 36 state FCT Saturday. (2027) presidency. It's turn of Southeast, says ACC. Now the news in details. The Kano State government has filed a fresh fraud charge against the immediate past governor of the state, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, his commissioner for local government, Murtala Garu, and 2 others. According to the charge sheet, Garu, Lami Sani, and Mohammed Takai were charged with criminal conspiracy, criminal breach of trust, making false statements or return, and criminal misappropriation. The state accused them of mismanaging the 44 local governments statutory allocations remitted to the state joint local government account from the federal government account. They were also accused of criminally diverting 57.4 billion naira through several personal accounts of local government cashiers and other personal and corporate accounts, the charge sheet said. The state government also accused them of transferring the funds into dollars for their personal benefit. The state further alleged that they acquired a service apartment on the Murtala Mohammed Way, a commercial apartment at Akoya Oxygen, Dubai in Tiger Wood, and plot 2201 floor 22 Damak Height, Musa Dubai Marina, a multi-billion-naira hotel in Jabi, Abuja. Others are filling stations on Gwazo Road, Kano, Eastern Bypass, Kano. In the charge sheet, the state said it will call 143 witnesses. No date has been fixed for the matter. Nan reports that on April 4, the Kano government filed a suit against Ganduje, his wife, Afisat Umar, and 6 others before the Kano High Court. The 6 others include Ganduje's son, Umar Abdullahi, Umar, Abubakar, Bawuro, Jibrila Mohammed, Lamaj Properties Limited, Savari Textiles Limited, and Lasage General Enterprises. For more details, please visit Punch newspaper. Alleged 57.4 billion fraud. Kano files fresh charge against Ganduje, 3 others. Meanwhile, opposition parties in the country on Thursday condemned Wednesday raid on the Nigerian Labour Congress national headquarters in Abuja by security agents. The newsman reports that armed men, allegedly from the DSS, invaded the NLC office and carted away several documents. According to the Congress, the raid took place around 8:30 p.m. with operatives reportedly breaking into the Labour House. NLC's head of media and public relations, Benson Opa, said the attackers ransacked the bookshop on the second floor, confiscating hundreds of books and other publications. But the DSS spokesman, Peter Afunaya, denied the allegation. Opposition parties, in separate interviews with newsmen, condemned the action. But the ruling All Progressives Congress urged for restraint, saying it was too early to rush to a conclusion and start casting aspersions. The PDP Deputy National Publicity Secretary, Ibrahim Abdullahi, characterized the action as an attempt to suppress the Labour Union. It is condemnable as a party. We do not support it, and we see it as a further attempt to conceal the citizens and get them into silence. That is just the attempt of the decision of APC, the PDP chieftain said. Similarly, the chief spokesman for the Labour Party presidential candidate, Yunusa Tanko, also condemned the action. Also condemning the invasion, the National Publicity Secretary of New Nigerian People's Party, Ladipo Johnson, says one begins to wonder whether they are going back to the military days. One begins to wonder about their propensity to tolerate constructive criticism or protest, which is an aspect of democracy for that matter. It will seem that from Mr. President's speech, he feels that the people do not understand. Also, human rights lawyer Femi Falana's son described the invasion as a shameful reminder of the dark days of military dictatorship in a statement he personally signed on Thursday. Also, the Civil Liberties Organization described the invasion as an egregious abuse of democratic principles in a statement by its executive director Ibuchukwu Ezike. However, the ruling APC called for calm, saying it was too early to start trading blame over the alleged invasion. In an exclusive phone call, the National Publicity Director of the party, Bala Ibrahim, said it is something that can be multidirectional and one thing leads to another, unless and until you are able to get information from those who are investigating as to what prompted their action. You cannot just preempt and jump to a conclusion by saying a particular action is wrong. For more details, please visit Punch newspaper. APC opposition clash over NLC Secretariat invasion. In the meantime, the federal government has withdrawn the circular directing civil servants to register for the purchase of 50 kg bag of rice at a subsidized rate of 40,000 naira. The withdrawal of the circular was communicated in another circular by the Director of Human Resources at the Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs, Aderonke Jayesimi. The internal circular dated August 2, 2024 and cited by newsmen on Thursday was addressed to all directors and heads of departments. Earlier, the ministry had invited all civil servants interested in purchasing the federal government subsidized rice to register by completing a Google form on the OHCSF website and submit it to the Director of Human Resources for endorsement. It's noted that the payment for the distribution of the rice will be coordinated by the designated offices, while the chairman, Joint Junior Council of the ministry, will serve as an observer for transparency in the course of the exercise. The federal government had recently said it had created centers across the country where Nigerians can purchase 50 kg bags of rice for 40,000 naira. The Minister of Information and Orientation, National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, said the initiative was one of several initiatives by the Tinubu administration to ease living conditions for citizens. For more details, please visit Vanguard newspaper. Federal government suspends registration for 40,000 naira rice. In another news, no fewer than 9 people have sustained various injuries and many vehicles burnt after a gas explosion triggered a fire at the Mobi filling station near the airport hotel in Ikeja, Lagos State. Newsmen learned that no casualties were reported at the filling station where the explosion occurred around 10:49 a.m. on Thursday, causing panic and fear among residents and business owners. Speaking to newsmen, an attendant who did not want his name in print for personal reasons said the fire that emanated from the point spread immediately, affecting about 9 vehicles parked at the premises. An eyewitness who gave his name simply as Tunde said the extent of the damage was due to the fast spread of the fire. A fruit seller named Adamu, who was in the area when the explosion occurred, told newsmen that the fire had started while a gas tanker was discharging its contents into an above-ground storage tank, which then ignited. Adamu's account was confirmed by the Permanent Secretary of the Lagos State Emergency Maintenance Agency, Damilola Osanyitolu, on Thursday. He stated that their investigation revealed damage to the pipe of the 8-ton LPG gas cylinder while its content was being discharged. He explained that the damage to the cylinder led to a rapid gas leak, which then ignited and caused the explosion. He added that further investigation will provide answers regarding the cause of the incident. For more details, please visit the Nation newspaper. Vehicles burned as gas explodes in Lagos filling station. In another development, Take It Back movement, one of the key organizers of the End Bad Governance nationwide protest, has scheduled Saturday for 1 million man protest in all 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) Abuja. Mr. Sanyaolu Juwon, national coordinator of the movement, stated this in a statement on Thursday in Abuja. He said, the Take It Back movement (TIB) side by side with other organizations, we on August 10 lead in monumental 1 million man protest in each of the 36 states of Nigeria and the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) Abuja. Newsman reports that the protest, which aimed at drawing the attention of the government at all levels to the hardship bedeviling the citizens, commenced on August 1 and is expected to end on Saturday, August 10. Though the protest was hijacked by criminal elements, the exercise recorded large turnout across the country, especially in the northern state. Despite the appeal by President Bola Tinubu, the nationwide broadcast on Sunday, asking the protesters to back down and give his administration more time, the protests had continued in Abuja, Kano, and some other parts of the country. For more details, please visit Daily Post newspaper. End Bad Governance Protest. Organizers plan 1 million man protest in 36 states FCT on Saturday. Last news on today's newspaper review. Alehad Conservative Congress (ACC) has called for the Nigerian president of Southeast extraction come 2027, saying that it will sustain the unity of Nigeria. The chairman of the party, Olusegun Peters, who stated this during the inauguration of the Abia State executives of the party in Omaha, said the Igbo were yet to produce Nigerian president since the assassination of the former head of state, General Johnson Aguiyi Rossi, on 29th of July 1966. Represented by ACC National Vice Chairman Northwest Ibrahim Abdullahi, Peters disclosed that since the return of democracy 25 years ago, no Igbo person has occupied the number one seat of the country, with North and Southwest each occupying the seat twice. He noted that the party stands for equity and would stop at nothing to support the distribution of power among the three major tribes, Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba. Abdullahi, who described the Igbo as an industrious people, expressed hope that the prevailing economic hardship in the country can be addressed by ingenuity of an Igbo man. More details, please visit Daily Post newspaper. 2027 presidency is turn of Southeast, says ACC. To bring the newspaper review to a close this morning, here is the recap of headlines. Alleged 57.4 billion fraud. Kano Vice fresh charge against Ganduje, 3 orders. APC opposition clash over NLC Secretariat invasion. Vehicles burned as gas explodes in Lagos filling station. And bad governance. Organizers plan 1 million man protest in 36 states. FCT Saturday. 2027 presidency. Eastern of Southeast. ACC declares. And with that, we've come to the end of the newspaper review this morning. Thank you very much for joining us. I remain my humble self, Oyo State. Good morning.